this pizza dough, I've had it sitting for 4 days now. So it might be a little overripe, but we're gonna give it a shot because it's New Year's and I don't wanna go into the new year without eating some pizza. You know what I'm saying? What do you think, Taryn? Taryn's my wife, she's behind the camera, and you'll see her in other videos when we're cooking. Just with this one, pizza's my domain. Started making pizza about 5 years ago after my mission. I served a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints down in Argentina, down in Buenos Aires, and there was a person down there that had an uni pizza oven. And because of that, I've loved pizza ever since. So what, that's been 6 years? But yeah, so all we're doing, flatten out the pizza dough. You don't want to get it too thin, but you do kind of want it, I don't know if you guys can see that, but you see how you can kind of see it through it? That's what we want. Okay, biggest thing I've learned, you want to use one of these, rather than one of these. Reason why, everything's going to stick to this one because it's metal. Nothing's going to stick to this because it's porous. What you want to use as well to help, you want to use semolina flour. Okay, so we take a little bit of that flour, put it over the top, and then we take our pizza and just drape it over the top. Nice and loose. It's like, never mind, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say it's like your grandma's bathrobe, nice and loose, but it's kind of gross. But what we want it to cover the entirety of the peel, and you want to see that it can still move. Most important is that it can still move, because we can do all of this and all of this is great, but if we don't have a good launch, it's all for naught. Okay? Now, my wife and I are a little bit different. She likes to do a pesto red sauce base. I personally threw up red sauce for 4 years because I played football, and that's all they wanted to feed us, and I got really nervous before that each time. Because of that, I now get super sick whenever I have red sauce. It really grosses me out, actually. So this is my wife's side. And now what we're gonna do is, I do a barbecue pesto. I like the sweetness. Now, the reason why we do pesto is it adds a really nice bite to it, as well as it has a nice texture because it has those little pieces of nut down inside. The important thing is you want to make sure that there's a lot of pepperoni. Pepperoni is super important for a few reasons. Number one reason, I like it, it has a lot of, what is that called, protein in it? Gym Bros. The other reason why pepperoni is really important is it adds a really good texture when it's nice and crispy. As well, can't beat the flavor. I mean, probably the #1 pizza topping in the world is pepperoni. It's definitely my favorite. But yeah, just layer it on there really nice and thick. If you want to put it in there in some chunks almost, kind of like this, you're more than welcome to do that. And now the final thing, and really this is probably the most important thing that I've learned, one of them, is that your cheese, you don't want it super thick. The reason why you don't want your cheese super thick is because you don't, now I know a lot of people call it a pizza pie. Okay, that's great, that's wonderful. I personally don't like it when it's cakey. It's disgusting. So what I do is I do it with a zester like this. I get the cheese really, really fine. And what this allows for is it allows me to get it really nice and crispy when we get it inside of my oven. What's important about my oven is over the top, it has a rolling flame that's about 950 degrees. Ooh, almost got the tip of my finger. Ooh. That's the dangerous part about this, so definitely don't let the kiddos do this. This is a grown-up job. They will lose their fingertips, because I have lost many of fingertips. But yeah, you just go around. Can you see that pretty good, Taryn? Now, this looks like a lot, but all of this will melt down. All right, so this is that rolling flame that we're talking about. It's beautiful. That's what gives it that nice char on the top. So the temperature that we want it at is gonna be in between 750 and 800 degrees. So about right here actually is where we're wanting it. So we're gonna take it in and just make sure it all makes good connection. Get a good up close on that, Tete. See, now I'll roll over the top of it like that. Now we'll put it in there for about 8 seconds. So first rotation, here, let's bring it over here because then we can see everything. And just give it a little bit of a quarter turn. Right back inside. Yep. And now for the rest of it, we're gonna use this guy. This one, inside. Realistically, if you wanna get fancy, you get a turning peel. We have one on the inside. I just wanna show you everything. Crisp it up. Crisp it. Crisp it up. Sorry, that was weird. I just get excited when it comes to pizza, baby. I like it a little bit more crispy, so we're gonna make a well done pizza. And all you do is you just make it the way you like it. There's no magical way. Zero magic. Just kidding, lots of love. Probably made 2,000 to 3,000 pizzas, at least, in that amount of time. See, we're getting closer. See, but look, get up close to their turn. See how it's starting to get all crunchy right there? Oh, that's what we want. It's like a blessing. Look at that. Oh, we're getting so close, dude. Get this side for another 10 seconds, this side for another about 10 seconds, and we'll be golden. Look at all that. It's so cool. Oh, I love it. All right, and now, like I said, just this other side for another little bit, and then we'll be ready to munch. Here we go. And there she goes. It's all done. Here's the finished product. You hear that crunch? Oh my gosh. It is beautiful. All you do, strip it like so. Yeah. Money.